of the matter is, there was a lot of money in the movie industry. There was a lot of money. When the streaming platforms came in, they gave money to these producers. And I'll tell you, point blank, these producers will take the money, $1.5 million or whatever they give them. They use about 10% of that money to make the movie. They are listening. They cannot deny it. I cannot call names, but you know yourself.
They use not generalizing hastily.
Not general. I know. I'm not saying all of them. Most of them.
Most of them.
Most of them.
You will say like 70% of them.
Yeah, maybe more.
Really?
Yeah. That's really? Most of them. Yeah. Even to the point where the streaming platform stepped in and said, "You know what? We're going to be paying the actors directly." These guys will still go behind them and tell the actors to pay half of that money back to them. You can verify this information anywhere. So you see, you've heard. So when you do that and you expect your movie to be 100%, you can't. It's impossible. Once you're given $1.5 million to make a movie, at least use everything. That's when you get quality. But these guys, they will buy houses, buy cars, and it will show. And that's why when you see our movies, some of our epic movies look like stage plays. You know what I'm saying. This horse, they are lean. Horse, they cough.
Welcome back, guys. Now you can see how BasketMouth exposed those Nollywood producers who are only using 10% for their videos. Imagine what they are doing. Well, I hope you never forget that there was a rumor surrounding Nigerian Nollywood Entertainment and Netflix that Netflix have left Nigeria. Hey, I hope guys you never forget say majority of the movie now we be say then they produce from Nigeria. We know they see them they watch for abroad though. People where they UK no go see them watch. People where they America they no go see them watch. Now only Nigerians now they watch all those movies. But the shocking aspect of all this thing is that BasketMouth don't already reveal the major reason. But the truth is, truly, Netflix don't say they know they give shishi to Nigeria producer again because of their dubious art. I told you guys, I said in this Nigeria where we say we there, so some people they like to share corner, they like to beg corner, they like to dodge corner. People know they follow the right pattern. How on earth a producer, a organization will give you $1 million to produce a movie and you will only spend 10% out of the money to produce that movie, and you want the movie to meet up to the national standard. You keep all the money to do all that things, and these are things that they are always doing. And all these producers, they don't know say they if they give them money to produce a movie, they are not giving you money to produce a movie that only Nigeria will watch. They are giving you money to produce a movie that all over the people in the whole world will watch. It is when they check the movie and they see that okay, this movie doesn't worth an international movie, they will only limit the movie to the Nigerian subscribers alone. And how many subscribers do you think Nigeria have? In case you don't forget that those people where they subscribe for Netflix for Nigeria, they are not up to 200,000. No, they are just around 100 and something thousand. It shock you, ba? Okay, take a look at this video and see when they really expose how many subscribers Nigeria get for Netflix in Nigeria. Watch the video, guys.
Nigerian subscribers to Netflix in Nigeria alone, they're not more than 100 and something thousand. I'll shock you. Yeah, you think it's millions. No. 160 something thousand or thereabouts. 169,000 subscribers. That's the whole 200 and something million Nigerians that you have. Only 169,000 subscribers to Netflix. On YouTube is a different ball game. On YouTube, because YouTube is free, everybody's got data. You could see the numbers that they are watching in Africa here. There's a very strong and thriving YouTube audience and YouTube content market right now. The filmmakers there, the producers there, they are seeing their money. What most of those filmmakers will do, and I've had cause to talk to a couple of them, is that they should scale. Right now, the production templates are just, one or two local, 2 or 3 scenes and all that. But if they start thinking of scaling in terms of, okay, We already have our audience, our community here. Instead of spending 5 million naira on shooting this film, let me go to 10 or 15 because I'm still going to get the money back and make the money back. That is how it grows.
Welcome back, guys. Many truths are still going to be exposed on this issue of Nigeria and Netflix on. I hope you never forget that then gave Kunle Afolayan also money among other producers to produce movie. See how his own movie meet up to the standard, and you will see other movies they are not even meet up to standard. It's simply because unequivocally meet up to the standard. That is why they show the movie all over the world. But look at other people's movie. They know they show am for all over the world. You go only see am for Nigeria. There was a movie that was really hyped that time. We be say they hype the movie and people don't they expect make the movie come out on Netflix make we watch. After the movie come out, now so only Nigeria subscribers now if you watch the movie. Imagine a company give you $1 million to produce a movie, and after you produce the movie, now only 100,000 subscribers. Now if you watch the movie where you spend over $1 million to produce, no be juju be that, na real juju. And these are the major reasons why Netflix say I think it's the right time to pack their load and leave Nigeria with their greediness. Okay, let's see Kunle Afolayan Atite explain on this issue, guys. Take a look at the video.
What we're doing is so important here, and I'm glad that Nida is talking about warehousing our content here first before moving it out. Now, Netflix came to serve the Last Supper here a couple of weeks ago. In case you are not aware, they invited our filmmakers to a party, but before then they had spoken to the people they had been dealing with. They were saying, look, we're pulling out, we're not doing business with you anymore. So it was what you might call a fatal Last Supper. You know, you agree with me, you know? Things like that should challenge us. It should provoke us, you know, because if you don't have challenges like that, you cannot see opportunities. You know, we cannot rely on them anymore. I want to say, what does that mean to you, and what advice, and what does that say to you, and what do you think, what are the lessons we should learn from that going forward? What do you think we can do, and how can government take advantage? Remember, he had suggested talking about a local, you know, a national, if you like, call it Netflix as well, or platform or whatever. So you're wearing the shoe. So speak to these two issues and yeah.
Okay. All right, again, thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for inviting me to be part of this. First of all, I mean, I've always said that film really does not have a language. We all grow up on Indian films, Chinese films, and we'll watch without subtitles, and you get excited, and you still catch the story, you know. And you know, Nigeria is an interesting country because the industry is so segregated. You know, you have the English film, you have the Yoruba film, you have Kannywood, and you have many woods, you know, and today we have, I mean, most of the content that I've done really well on Netflix platforms were done in native languages, you know, and for me, this says something. You reference Korean series. I'm very big on Korean content, film, series, Japanese anime, and these were all done in native language. But the interesting thing is, the language is not a barrier, because these days you have the option of watching with subtitles, and you also have the option of watching with dub. So if you want to watch in German, you can. If you want to watch in a film like Anikulapo is subtitled in 40-something languages, and it was dubbed in, I think, more than 15 languages, and it's streamed in 190 countries all over the world. But this is done in native language, a Nigerian language. So whatever it is we do, look, if you make conscious effort to be intentional when it comes to the kind of content that you make, the world will seek you. They will find you, even if you're in a shithole, and your work speak for itself. I mean, we all started, my first film was Irakpada. And when I did Irakpada to actually provoke the industry. This was in 2006. That was, I think, the second year the AMA Awards started. And at that time, you have categories like drama in English, comedy in English, then you have in Hausa, and then you have in Igbo, and that was what it was. But I did Irakpada Irakpada was multilingual, so it was a bit confusing. And they couldn't really, judge the film. And that was the year they created the category of indigenous language film, and the Irakpada won, that year. I think we should continue to do what we do, whether it's in English or Ibibio or Ibira or, even minority languages, as long as the story sort of have universal appeal, and then production value is highly considered, you will get on several platforms. Coming to Netflix, I've tried to really avoid this because it's really heartbreaking, and it's a big blow, on us, because in my head I've been thinking, how can we come from earning in dollars like millions, and then you're now thinking, where will I put my film? 3 years ago, when we signed the 3 film deals with Netflix, it was really exciting because it's like you've been given like a contract to say, for the next 3 years, we really don't care if you work for other people or do other things, but make one film for us per year. So that way you could focus on being a creative, because these things are already you have guarantee and you have funds, to make them. But again, Netflix will say to you, oh, we're doing this primarily for Nigeria. So the budget you're being given is tied to what they earn in Nigeria. But these films are doing amazingly well all over the world. Just like Oga Muazu mentioned, a week after Adekunle film was released, it topped #1 globally, all over the world. And because of that, they commissioned the series, the first season. And after the first season, they commissioned season 2 and 3. Thank God we have shot season 2 and 3, because all the other people who were commissioned the same time with us, they've been cancelled. The projects were cancelled. And that is why sometimes you need to move. I just would like to encourage the filmmakers out there. It's a shame that most of my colleagues are not here, because this is not a good representation of the industry. I can't even see my colleagues. And this is a national festival. This represents the entire country. And I would expect that people from, different tribes and countries and all of that will be here to celebrate. I'm not sure why, but I think it's something we need to work on. I mentioned it yesterday. I think government can do a whole lot too. And I listened to the Honorable Minister, and I really like, all of the things that have been noted, to be improved upon. But I think there is more. The industry is built really by individuals. I mentioned yesterday that the last time a grant was given by federal government was during Goodluck Jonathan's period, Project Nollywood Act. And a lot of people benefited for that. Some use it to do what they promised to do, but some people, of course, use it to marry more wives or buy cars or, and all of that. But again, we need this kind of gesture, because some people are making, for example, I know 3 or 4 individuals. We're filmmakers. We're actually supposed to sit back and just create. But because there were gaps and holes and, lapses in the industry, some of us have taken it upon ourselves to do more beyond just creating. I know Balanle is building a film village in, Ekpe. We've built one in Oyo. I know Ibrahim Shatta is also building one. And we started this project in 3 years. We started 3 years ago. And as we speak, we have a full, film village and resort where we have like 70 rooms accommodation, and we have sets originally built and all. And people can come from different parts of the world, and there has never been one gesture or support from government. And I've reached out a few times. The Oyo State government donated transformer and some poles, but in that community there hasn't been light in years. So the last time I had opportunity to speak, I said, what is the use of transformer and all of that when there are no electricity? So for 3 years we've been running on generator, and it is not sustainable, and that is why we can't even open fully. So I would like to plead, to federal government. All we are asking is, incentives or some kind of support towards alternative green energy or solar or whatever that can, help us run, and it's going to be of benefit to everyone. On a last note, we need to create our own distribution platform. I'm very glad and happy with what people are doing on YouTube. Just like you said, I have, as a matter of fact, most of the actors and talents are being forced to become their own distributor. So everybody is now creating like YouTube, channels. But what if tomorrow YouTube comes and brings some policies that will, affect our projection and all of that?
Like Netflix just did.
Like Netflix just did. Amazon did the same thing.
Yes.
And we thought, but now I'm not even sure how to distribute. So if you make content, how do you distribute? So I think we can, and I'm not going to put that entire weight on government. And I think as practitioners, we also can come together and, have a discussion. My brother and friend Obi Asika is here, and, when it comes to content distribution and all of that, he's been in forefront, of this kind of a thing. So I think collaboration between government and the stakeholders will go a long way. Thank you.
Thank you very much.